really happy to be here. Today we're gonna jump into our third lesson, in a lesson that will be dedicated everything about the fretboard, knowing your fretboard, the musical alphabet. We're gonna speak about how to find the notes really quickly. We're gonna speak about how to construct amazing bass line, punch it to the face quickly, be utilizing everything on a fretboard. We're gonna know how to navigate. We're gonna know how to find the notes that we need. We're gonna know many things in our third lesson. I'm really happy to be here. Let's jump into things. Some bass fretboards have 20 frets, while other bass boards have 24 frets. Some bass fretboards have more frets, and some bass fretboard have less frets. Today we're gonna speak about your fretboard. Today we're gonna up your game in knowing and navigating and controlling what's going on the fretboard and utilizing it in your benefit to create the most punchiest, the most amazing bass line that you can possibly create. Guys, if you can support and subscribe, that would be really amazing. God bless you. May the universe bless you. Let's continue with the lesson. Ask yourself, for what is needed? 20 frets, 24 frets, more frets, less fret. For what do I need all of that fret? So let's give you an example. 24 frets, which is something that might look like that, have 2 dots here and 2 dots here. What does these 2 dots means? Well, these 2 dots, my guys, my lovely guys and girls, is basically a marking of a full octave. So let's count 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So let's reach to the 12, to the 2 points. This is 1 octave, and then it restarts and continue back again until it reach another octave. That is basically the same note when you explain what's going on here, what the heck is going on here. This is the same note in a higher pitch. This is here. You don't necessarily have to have it. Most of the chance that you would never reach there when you play. Maybe when you're alone at home, you could experiment a little bit and jam a little bit with yourself, and you could definitely use it for yourself, maybe for solos, for lead solos that you can do on your bass. And this is well a 6-string bass. Most of the chance that you guys started on 4 because you want to get into the bass, and then now you may be considering to go, but we will go and discuss that as well in another lesson, and as well today on the other strings. Today we're going to focusing about learning the fretboard and learning the musical alphabet. Did you know that all of this fretboard is just basically all the notes here, 12 notes that get repeated. Okay guys, this is not complex. We are speaking about 12 notes. Everybody know the music alphabet? Can anybody raise their hand if anybody ever known what's going on the fretboard? Okay, so if you know or don't know, there is only 12 notes here. Okay, all you have to do is to learn the musical alphabet. Okay, let's start from point of view of A. Okay, so if you see, I'm gonna probably put those alphabetic letters here of the music. There is only 12. Okay, A to A. Okay, between them you see some marks of sharps. If you pay attention, my guys, the E and the B don't have a sharp. Okay, this is all you need to remember. So A to A, this is 1 octave. If you notice, the B and the E don't have a sharp, this marking that we spoke about before, but today we're gonna get a bit more deep and gonna explain you what does it means. Okay, so basically, when I tell you, we're gonna speak about flats and sharps as well. But let's slowly, step by step. This is the 12 notes, okay, of the musical alphabet. B and E don't get a sharp. This is the most easiest way to remember them. B and E are being naughty bass players, and they don't get a sharp. Every other letter get a sharp. There is not so many letters. Okay, A to A, there's nothing much there to, as long as you know that this is the limit, it does not get to X and Z and stuff. It stays in this kind of range of letters. Just every letters get a sharp, and B and E don't get it. They just jump, E jump to the F, B jump to the C and continue skip without a sharp. So this is all you have to remember about that, and then boom, you know the musical alphabet now. It was easy, huh? This is easy peasy. We just got into it. So now we're gonna take this musical alphabet, and I'm gonna put you a diagram here that shows you, in case you have a fourth string, I'm gonna put you this fourth string, all the notes of all the fretboard. Now you see all the fretboard now is showed over there. All you need to know is the notes of the open strings of your bass. If you don't know, this is the time to know them. Let's get a little bit far more for the camera, for you all to see what I'm doing with my hands. Open string, the fattest one that you have on your bass. This is E. Easy, huh? After you have A. Second string. Now third string, D. So the next one will be G. All you have to remember now that E, after that there is not any sharp. And B, there is not a B sharp. Oh, B here. Another B. So you see, there is like same notes getting repeated all over. So if you know that this is an E, what comes after E in our musical alphabet? What would be in the first fret? F. And after F come F sharp. After F sharp come G. After G sharp come A. After A come A sharp. And after A sharp come B. And after B come C. C sharp. D. D sharp. E again. But 12th fret. Let's speak about that. In the 12th fret, it's get repeated, like we said before. It's get repeated, and then it's again E, F, F sharp, G, and you get the idea. So, boom. Now, we know that the next string is A. So the first fretboard will be A sharp, B, A. There is B here, and B here. This is cool. That means that we can find all the B's in all strings all over the fretboards, but not the problem. In this octave, let's focus on the 12th one. You take a metronome, put it on 100 BPM, and you practice on every note, up and down, and finding it on every string on the fretboard. So let's take, for example, B. Okay? You take the... That was B. We can choose another one. Okay, usually let's do it in the order from A to A. So let's start from this one, the G's. Where are all the G's? Huh? And then we can go to find all the B's. Give you some homework. You guys gonna put some metronome in a low temp. I'm gonna find all the G's. Let's start from all the G's. All the A's. And we can continue and find all the B's, for example. And so on. Continue all the fretboard. You need to be able to go down and come back up. And this is what I leave you with until our next lesson. I'm joking. We're not gonna finish here. We're gonna continue. We have some more stuff to go through. Think about something really cool. Have you noticed that you have some dots around your fretboard? You ever ask yourself, what the flack is all of these dots? Okay, so now I'm gonna tell you guys. Those guys, the dots, are in charge to let you know where you are in the quickest of a snap of a finger. I got used to it so much. After you spend a few years on your bass, you would know that where you are really quickly. You don't need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You just know that this is 3, this is 5, this is 7, this is 9. The 2 dots means 12, you know. 15, then you have 17, 19. And in this case of this bass, it's finished there. But there are some bass that even continue more. But this is all you need to remember. And this is about the navigation. With the time you would get used to it, and you would know just from looking a bit. You would even don't have to look sometimes. You would just have to close your eyes, and your hand will naturally know the shape of the neck and where you are without even looking. That would reach this kind of level. You would have to give yourself a bit time, of course, and to get familiar. It would become like a third hand, and believe me, I was in a situation that I can close my eyes and make it happened to me a lot in the past, especially when I was busking, the busking time. There is a lot of videos out there that I have around that time. You are welcome to check them out. Leave me a comment, subscribe, follow, that will help me a lot. We're gonna speak about another cool thing. Did you ever notice what's the sharp and flat that we spoke about? Like left and right that I told you in music, the navigation thing. Now we're gonna get in a bit more deep to it. And if you notice that when there is a sharp, let's put all the alphabet here, 1 second. When there is a sharp, this mark, it means usually go higher. While when there is this mark, it's gonna mean go lower. So it's like the left and right of music. Another thing we're gonna discuss, what's the difference between G sharp to A flat. Basically guys, G sharp and A flat, which are the same note, are the same thing. Just on paper they are written different. Sometimes you're gonna encounter some bunch of chords, one of them gonna have a flat next to it. That means, so if it's A flat, you are in A and you make it flat, so you are G sharp. You understand? So when you see a flat, it's mean basically choose the note, the A flat, but flat it, which means go left on the fretboard from your face, if you can explain it. And sharp, if it's A sharp, then it means that it's here. So if your guitarist tells you I'm doing A minor, G major, and B, okay, let's say minor also, then you know that you have this kind of bunch of notes that you can just hit them and quick, you know where they are. It's gonna become a second nature to find those notes, you know, to build a bass line, not to talk about that, that's gonna be really quickly for you. You would actually feel where the notes are on the fretboard. It would not be a visual thing, it would be more like I feel where they are. When I hear a song played, I can quickly put my hands in a location because I feel the notes are there. It's become like a spider sense, but in a bass player kind of vibe, which is really cool. And we're going to develop it also in our lessons. So please, like, once again, subscribe and follow. I won't say it again. No, I'm joking. I would say many times. And to remind you guys, because if you don't, no, I'm joking. You can do whatever you want. I don't hold you. So we spoke about that every note that you see that have a flat is basically telling you exactly what's going on. Like if it would be, for example, G flat. G flat is basically F sharp because it's like the G and make it flat, so you are in F sharp. It means F sharp. It's really confusing, but on paper, the guys from our grandfathers that invented all of this theory, musical theory, all of this logic that are hidden inside of it, everything makes sense, guys. Everything have explanation. It's not like it's infinite and it's unfinished and you can never end to learn. You can. You just need to know all the basic first, and then it expands and expands, and then you always feel like you don't know enough. But with me, guys, I'm going to simplify the explanation, make everything really easy on you. We are getting close to the end of our third lesson, but let me give you some tricks that you can mess around with while I leave you to wait for the fourth one. Okay, so how do I find B octave in higher pitch with B? Yeah, not with B. How do I find the higher B really quick? Let me give you a cool trick. Okay, so first of all, if you choose the B, you have to skip a string in a space of 1 fret between each finger, and you found the higher B. Same note, just in higher pitch. Okay, this is how to find the higher, or how to find the lower. You can also grab any note. For example, let's go for the high G. How do I find the low G? Opposite. Or I have another trick for you guys. How do you find the low of B? You count from that fret 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and go up. So I choose B here, and I count, and I want to find the lower of that, but not in the first trick, in the second kind of trick, which is counting 5 frets from the note that you start. So not with the note. With the note that you start will be 6. Let me make it easy on you. Count 6 frets from where your finger is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go up a string. You found the low. So how do I find the high of this note? I skip a string and move 1 fret with my pinky or with this finger, would be more correct. And I found it. How can I find the lower of this one? I can skip a string up with a space of 1 fret, or do use the other method, which is 6 string. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go up 1 string. Boom! 2 tricks to find the higher octave or the lower octave from 2 different positions. I hope these 2 tricks really helps you. I hope you really enjoyed our lesson. I hope that you really have some good time, and I hope you're gonna subscribe and like over there, because this lesson maybe don't cost you money, but it cost me the time. I'm joking. It was a friendly joke, because I actually really enjoy to make it with you. So that was our 3rd lesson about knowing all the musical alphabet, about knowing your fretboard, about feeling comfortable to play, to choose notes, to find the higher pitch really quick, the octave, speak about fretboards. We are getting somewhere slowly, huh? See you in the next lesson. Yoni was here, and Yoni left the building. Bye bye.